Music. Before making this video, I didn't know myself what was music made out of, even though I play it, even though I enjoy it. So I decided to work on it and to figure out what is that makes music. Of course I knew about notes, but notes are sound, and sound does not equal music. Not every sound is music. So what are the essential components of music? After investigating what was music made out of, we figured out that it was made out of three components. First is melody, then harmony, and finally rhythm. Someone's gonna be helping me to explain rhythm, but I will be explaining melody and harmony myself. Melody. Melody is the first I want to explain, and that has a reason. What is melody? Melody is defined as a sequence of notes that you perceive as one, and that isn't in itself very specific. That means like that could be a melody. It's a sequence of notes, only two, a sequence nevertheless, that you could identify as one, right? But when you look at some examples of what it actually is and what it actually means, then it becomes a little bit clearer. For example, I'm going to play for you the melody of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Very recognizable. The thing is, you would agree that what I played wasn't the Ninth Symphony, because the Ninth Symphony sounds like this. Now, I can only put a couple of seconds of it. Let me play it. As you can clearly tell, they sound different, and even though they are the same song, I am playing only the melody of the song, which is kind of like its spirit, but not the body of it. The body is made of the harmony and the rhythm of the song, but the spirit of it, what makes it be the Ninth Symphony, it's the melody. It's that sequence of notes that are very distinctive and that are taken as one. Harmony is defined as a combination of simultaneously sounded musical notes to produce chords and chord progressions having a pleasing effect. When you look at sheet music or at a music staff, there's two axes. There's the y-axis and there's the x-axis, or the vertical axis and the horizontal axis. And in the horizontal axis is melody. It's the sequence of notes that you're playing. And on the y-axis is what notes are you playing in that particular moment. When you have more than one note, like for example 2, or in chords typically 3, you make harmony, because the relationship between those notes played at the same time is harmony. To explain harmony, I wanted to use chords. Chord is defined as a group of typically 3 or more notes sounded together as a basis of harmony. I wanted to demonstrate what I meant with chords, because this is the note that's known as C, right? But the chord goes like this. That's a C chord, and you add its third and its fifth in the major scale. So when you play just the single note, you don't have any harmony, you're just playing one note. But when you play many notes at a time with a specific relation between them, you create harmony. Before moving on to the next block, let's summarize what we learned about harmony. Harmony is all about relationship. It's the relationship between notes that are played at the same time in a composition, in a song. And that is very important, because you can change the harmony of something and it can sound completely different, not even be the same song anymore.
So, the rhythm is sounds that repeat each other. It can be part of, an example, the walk of a person, or in the music, sounds that has different duration. So if I do this, I made two sounds short and one sound large. That conformed that is the rhythm. And but also if I do all the three sounds short, it's rhythm too. The key is that they are repeating one each other. That makes these beats a rhythm. That make this sound with these baquetas a rhythm, because the rhythm, as I said, are sounds that repeat one each other. In a normal way, we talk and we say rhythm with the combination of sounds that repeat, but in music we say rhythm to that sounds if that sound has a musical idea. What I mean, if you use these beats that I'm doing and you put a melody on, it converts into music because it has the two things, two of the three things that the music needs, that is harmony, melody, and the rhythm. The rhythm is the part that take that melody and that rhythm to a physical idea. So if we say rhythm to the walk of a person, it's just sounds repeating each other. But if we use these beats that I was doing and we put some melody or some harmony, it has music because it has a musical idea, a musical meaning. That's what rhythm has, two different parts. The normal part that is in the life of every person, and the rhythm part that is part of the music. Another important thing about the rhythm is that the rhythm has no musical notes. What do I mean? The piano, the guitar, the violin has musical notes, that is to C to V.
So, what my friend is saying here is that rhythm does not require to be in a specific key. Even though some instruments that play rhythm are tuned to specific keys and do play those, rhythm is just the repetitive sound themselves.
And the rhythm in the drums, in the plates, in the bombo, there is no musical notes. There are only sounds, and that's why the rhythm is formed by sounds and no with musical notes. The definition of rhythm is sounds that it repeats each other. That's why there is no musical notes. What I mean with this is that the rhythm is conformed by sounds, and that's why we can say rhythm has not necessarily notes or has not necessarily harmony or melody, and instead other instrument that needs harmony and melody.
So, I want to close up with a summary of what we just said. Melody is the sequence of notes that you play. Harmony is the relationship of each of those notes with other notes when played at the same time. And rhythm is the pace at which those notes are played. Thank you for everything.